How you doing? I'm Gabe Rispoli Jr. This is an introduction to a series of videos I'm going to post called Wise Thoughts from a Wise Man, my dad, Gabe Rispoli Sr. Now, my dad was born in 1921. He was raised during the Great Depression. He had an incredible life, and he's known for his stories and his sayings. People would get captivated listening to him. And you know, a lot of his stories and sayings had a lot of moral fiber woven into what he was telling you. And on top of that, he made predictions. Now, you know, the predictions, I believe, were him having incredible foresight to look at something and say, you know, hey, if you don't go in another direction, you're going to end up here down the road. And somebody would say to him, no, Gabe, what do you mean? Come on. I'm telling you, mark my words. And you know, months later, that person would find themselves right where my dad told them they were going to end up, and say, God damn, man. Just like Gabe said it was going to happen. And you know, that happened a lot with his predictions. So a lot of people that know my dad well didn't see him for most of the last 20 years or so of his life, or even more, because once his health started to not be up to par, he stopped traveling. And when it comes to his predictions, the last prediction he made to me was in 1996, 24 years ago. And at that time, I was married in 95 to Carla, had a little daughter, Jennifer, who was 8 when we married, that I was raising, and me and Carla had our first child, Gabriella, in 96. So the kids are over at my mom's house. My mom's watching them. I go over to the house to pick them up, and my dad's sitting on the porch smoking a pipe. And I say, what's up, Dad? And he says, hey, let me ask you a question. And I said, what's up, man? He said, why are you bringing kids into this crazy world? And you know, that caught me off guard a little. And I said, what do you mean? I love kids. You love kids. You wanted a family. I want a family. I love the family experience. What do you mean? Why am I bringing kids into this world? He said, well, mark my words. When you leave this world, you're going to leave your children in a world that's spinning out of control. You know, now, that was his last prediction. That was 24 years ago. He passed away 14 years ago. So that was made 10 years before he left this world. And, you know, if you look around, you could say, you know, the world seems like it's spinning out of control right now. And, you know, that last prediction of his is what's propelled me to do this series of videos, because there's so much happening. And there's so much that he installed in me to deal with things that I could adapt to what's happening around me, but I want to share that. That's what this series of postings is about. So, you know, excuse the background noise. I wanted to film this outside as the introduction with the bleachers behind me, because the bleachers were my dad's baby. So, stay tuned. Be safe.